ऐसा चढ़ गया कोई और रंग ना चढ़ सके तेरा नाम सीने पे लिखा हर कोई आके पढ़ सके तेरा रंग ऐसा चढ़ गया कोई और रंग ना चढ़ सके तेरा नाम सीने पे लिखा हर कोई आके पढ़ सके है जुनून है तेरे इश्क का ये जुनून है रग रग में इश्क तेरा दौड़ता ये भावना सा खून है तूने ही सिखाया सच्चाइयों का मतलब तेरे पास आके जाना मैंने जिंदगी का मकसद सत्य में
Thank you for visiting us here today at Snehalaya. You are in good company with great public figures such as Amir Khan, whom in his 2010 TV show Satyamyao Jayate brought Snehalaya into India's public conscience. The President of India in 2012, Dr. Pranab Mukherjee, presented us with the Dr. Dugubai Deshmukh National Award for outstanding and innovative contribution towards women's welfare and empowerment. Anna Hazare, the great freedom fighter and social activist, was one of the original team members of Snehalaya and continues to be our guide, our mentor, our inspiration. Atul Kulkarni, the well-known actor and social worker, visited our projects and delivered motivational and inspiring talks. Bollywood legend Madhuri Dixit met some of our children at ICICI's Creative Masters Drawing Contest Awards. Here she can be seen teaching them some of her famous dance steps. Ahmednagar has a population of around 50 lakh. Since 1490, it has always maintained a strong military presence. It houses 16 sugarcane factories that employs migrant workers from the poorer sections of Indian society. On its doorstep are various pilgrimage sites that attract millions of visitors from around the world. Because of its location, a high volume of hotels on its highways and interstates have been built. Such places have seen the emergence of thriving red light areas, many of its women forced or trafficked. With an increasing number of illiterate women and children from slum, red light and rural areas being the targets of discrimination, exploitation and violence, it was clear that something or someone was desperately needed to protect them. Founded in 1989 by Dr. Girish Kulkarni and a handful of volunteers, as a child Girish had witnessed firsthand the appalling treatment of the victims of the red light areas. Inspired by Gandhian philosophies, it led them all to pose the question, what would we do if it was our sisters, mothers or grandmothers that were suffering the same way as these women? In 1992, the team were donated an 8-acre piece of land in the MIDC area. Thus began the growth of the Rehabilitation Centre. Initially starting with a handful of children, they have now received over 2,000 beneficiaries coming through its doors, instantly becoming members of the Snehalaya family, providing them with food, shelter, clothing, health and educational services free of cost. It focuses on the rehabilitation and empowerment of HIV-infected women and children, children of sex workers, minors rescued from sexual slavery, offering home, family and future to women and children in distress all over India. But there's more to the rehab centre than you think. Here you will also be able to find our English medium school was established in 2010 with an annual reach of around 230 pupils. It aims to deliver a quality education not just to the Snehalaya beneficiaries but also to the children from the nearby slum districts of Ahmednagar. The new Caring Friends Hospital and Research Centre, Snehalaya began its palliative care for people who were dying of AIDS-related illnesses in these makeshift huts, with many in the medical profession refusing to touch people with the HIV virus. Snehalaya went on to build India's first hospital that was open exclusively to people living with HIV and AIDS. Here they treated a total of 2,568 beneficiaries. At times they were unable to meet the demands for its much-needed beds. In 2017 they opened the Caring Friends Hospital and Research Centre. With the latest in high-tech equipment, they continue to enhance and preserve health by enabling access to comprehensive, well-equipped, highest quality and most affordable care, delivered with kindness, integrity and respect. The Smile Sanitary Pad Factory. This was created to address the menstrual hygiene of our beneficiaries and raise awareness of menstrual hygiene. At our Smile Factory and Vocational Training Centre, we produce sanitary products for our beneficiaries' use, with additional products sold to the local community. The income generated from this goes to pay the wages of the girls who manufacture them. Our Earth Studio teaches vocational training in the age-old art of natural Indian handicraft skills. These beautifully made quality products are a big hit with all our visitors and are sold out at many of the festivals we attend. The studio artists are also available to give demonstrations. Our certificate in the Bedside Assistance Nursing Training course delivers employability-focused training for healthcare assistants through a 3-month training programme. Class-based learning is complemented with practical teaching in our hospital. The course is also open to those from a low socio-economic background and at-risk communities. Graduates receive government certification and help finding paid placements in health institutions, including our own hospital. When our kids turn 18, they are no longer considered a minor. By law, Snehalaya legally has to let them go. This was of great frustration to Snehalaya, especially for its beneficiaries who are born HIV positive. The majority have no families or home structure, leaving them open to discrimination and easy prey for opportunists who could ruthlessly exploit them. For the females in the rehab centre, we created Snehalaya, a long-term shelter for girls and women. It addressed the specific needs of individuals that may be at risk or who have suffered abuse, from domestic violence to rape. Here the ladies receive counselling and can carry on with their college educational studies or have access to vocational training, including handicraft skills. Work experience in our Smile Factory or enrol in our Bedside Assistant course. Our city office for women who have been victims of abuse can offer free legal support, counselling and temporary shelter. For our males, there is the GKN Centre, sponsored by the global engineering company of the same name. Here, in a lively environment, the lads are able to continue with their studies, have access to vocational training programs, opportunities to find work placements, or valuable apprenticeships that will enable them to find gainful employment in their futures, so that they can go on to lead happy and independent lives. Childline was established in 2003 and is a 24-hour toll-free helpline for children in distress all over the country. It is used by children or concerned citizens wanting immediate care and protection for abused kids. They aim to reach out to the most marginalised children, providing them with immediate rescue, shelter, emotional guidance, support and where needed, medical care. With around 8,900 cases, our Ahmednagar branch is considered the best in India. Lives have been saved and futures drastically changed at the Snehalaya Adoption Centre. Established in 2004, Snehalaya has rescued over 500 babies and placed them on their highly successful adoption programme. The Centre of Hope is an IT centre that was established in 2009. It provides computer classes for all levels, from basic word processing and creating emails to specialised courses in Photoshop. The training is given to around 200 adults and children a year who come from slum and rural areas where this kind of facility is unavailable. The centre endeavours to find gainful employment placement for all the students, thus ensuring brighter employment prospects for all their futures.
This is Tally courses. It is very important in a bank or any industrial company.
Himmatgram, the hamlet of courage, is just 6 kilometres away from the rehabilitation centre and is set in 28 acres of land at Izalik village. It is a farm and residency for HIV positive people and their families and women rescued from the flesh trade. As part of their rehabilitation programme, they are introduced to a wide range of agricultural skills, including dairy farming. It is one day hoped that Himmatgram will house up to 400 people. Snejod was established in 1989 and is working with 3,500 sex workers in the red light areas of Ahmednagar. It is endeavouring to change the attitudes of prostitutes and society in the way they perceive one another. Snejod also encourages and inspires sex workers to choose an alternative way of working and has had great success in stopping second-generation prostitution. They conduct regular health camps and provide the vital antiretroviral treatment to those who are infected with the HIV virus. Snejod believes passionately in equality for all marginalised individuals and minority groups.
सब लिंगों का हो सम्मान, मानव मानव एक समान, सब जाति का हो सम्मान, मानव मानव.
Making sure they are equipped with the rights that should never be denied from any human being. Recognising that the youth are the strongest force to bring about a positive change in society, the Eura Nuriman project was created. Here they can be seen delivering much-needed aid and supplies to the flood victims of Chennai. This is a perfect example of the group in action, bringing help to those who need it most in the country. Youth sensitisation groups are conducted twice a year to nurture a sense of social harmony, unity and dignity for labour. They are also introduced to the challenges facing the communities in rural, red light and slum areas. Lectures and interactions with eminent personalities from various fields of specialisation are an integral part of inspiring the youth that will one day help to shape India's future. Radio Nagar began broadcasting in January 2011 and was the first community radio station in Ahmednagar.
Radio Nagar 90.4 FM, आवाज तुमचा.
Apart from playing great music, they also cover a wide range of topics of the problems and difficulties faced by the community that Snehalaya serves. They encourage local talent in the fields of drama, literature, music and history. Their outside broadcasts bring up-to-date opinions and views, focus on the youth in the community and issues they may be facing. Radio Nagar is pulling in an audience of over 400,000 listeners 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The Bhavavan project was created in 2003 and is a unique model for social change. With the primary aim of educating and empowering, it has reached out to over 8,000 women and children. They are conducted in community halls in 7 different slum areas in Ahmednagar, providing a wide range of activities including playgroups, education for younger and older children, health check-up camps, creating awareness about communal harmony, the consequences of addiction, women and girls self-defense courses, dance classes, and sports. The project is also fighting hard against child marriages. The women's self-help groups deliver vocational skills, assistance when managing finance, and seeking alternative methods to unauthorised moneylenders. Such is the success of the Bhavavan, it has begun to be replicated in slum areas in other districts. We've come a long way since 1989. Little could Dr. Girish Kulkarni and his team have known back then that Snehalaya would go on to change the lives and destinies of over 100,000 people with the projects that you've just seen. Snehalaya is a shining example of what can be achieved for people facing adverse situations and who would otherwise be neglected. Not just an example in India, but an inspiration for the world. Thank you for joining hands with us today. Let's leave the last word to our kids.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.